So I managed to get a Too Good To Go bag finally. Yes, it is Greg's, but it's because they put out like quite a few today, so I actually managed to get one. So let's go and get the Greg's one. So I don't have one in ages, so I wonder actually, is it like better now? Like, what's the crack? We'll soon find out. Let's go. So here we are now, heading to Greg's to get the Too Good To Go bag. I am so excited I managed to get one after so long of it literally being impossible to get one. Headed straight in, it was completely empty, went straight up to the front, got the bag, what absolute legend, and it actually felt like quite a weighty bag, so I'm really excited to get this back and see what's in there. So we have the Greg's bag here. It felt a little bit weighty on the carry back, so I'm hopeful that this is going to have a good selection inside. Let's just crack it straight in, starting off with some sort of sandwich. Come on. What is it? All day breakfast baguette. Another sandwich of sorts. That looks awful. What is that? A cheese and onion stutty. I could not think of anything worse. Up next we have jam donut. And up next we have a smoky Cajun barbecue chicken sweet corn fritters pot. So for £2.59 we have 2 sandwiches, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 donuts, and a pot of like chicken and rice and veg and that. I don't think that is bad at all. I'm a little bit nervous, but let's dig in nonetheless. Let's give a review. The all you can eat baguette. So I actually don't know if I have tried this before, because I remember trying some sort of breakfast baguette, but I don't know if it was this, and if it was, they have massively improved it. This is really good. So you get the omelette, you get bacon, you get sausage, and you get cheese. There isn't any ketchup in it, which I'm pretty sure the last one I had did. This is actually really, really good. If this is heated up in the air fryer for a couple of minutes, this would be really, really nice. The baguette is super soft. Then you got the omelette, which is soft. You got a nice bit of smoky bacon, a nice bit of sausage, creamy cheese. Obviously, like how good quality the bacon and the sausage is. You know, it's not like right up there, but the flavors nonetheless are there. I'll show you the cross section of this. Oh, I can see ketchup now. I was just lucky for the first bite. There's no ketchup in it. The next bite's gonna be scarier, but we'll do it nonetheless. Yeah, that's really pretty good, to be fair, because the flavour of all like the bacon and the sausage comes through quite strong, and it's actually really, really good. I really like that. I would give that, obviously when I get to the ketchup, it's going to be a bit of an issue because I despise ketchup. If I remove the ketchup out of it, which obviously I can't, it's already in there, but in my head, I would give that like a solid 7 out of 10. With the ketchup in, we'll give it a 6. But that was a pretty decent sandwich, to be fair. I quite enjoyed that. One thing that I really, really, really do not want to eat. The cheese and onion stutty. It's going to be honestly terrible. It's going to be awful. It looks awful. Ooh, the smell is knocking me sick. I'm gonna get a knife so I can cut like the end part off and try it, because I think my wife's mom might like this, so I'd rather give it to her than it just go in the bin, and I don't want to bite into it because I'm still a little bit congested. So it seems like quite an extreme knife for a sandwich, I know, but it's the first one I picked up, so we're going with it. It's really turning my stomach. I'm so scared. I'm literally so scared. I hate onions so much. I'm so terrified of this. Oh, I think it's got mayonnaise in as well, which I hate mayonnaise. And I think, is that tomato? It might be tomato as well. Everything about this situation is terrible. Let's go. Oh, I'm so scared. Yeah. What was that? Do people enjoy this? Do people eat this for fun? Because that felt like a bush sugar trial. That was terrible. Let me put this back away so when I'm speaking, make sure I'm not getting like any germs on it. No. No, it's made, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's made, I move the knife as well so the drum doesn't jump up. I don't know if you can see, but it's making my eyes water. I had to go get my pop immediately. No, 0. 0 out of 10. That would honestly be a minus if we do minuses. That was horrific. You bite into it and the stotty itself is actually quite nice, and then instantly you just smacked in the face with mayonnaise and onion. Ooh. And the texture's so like sticky, like just like wet but like chunky. No, the texture's vile, the flavour's vile, everything about that is honestly horrific. That is actually terrible. No. Oh, it's really made us what? My eyes were there, that was awful. That was absolutely awful. Anyways, let's move on to the chicken fritter veggie box thing. This actually looks pretty fresh. So in this box, I'm not gonna lie, I've got 3 pieces of chicken, and I'll show you the sizes of the chicken. 3 pieces of chicken. But obviously I know the chicken is the most expensive part of the meal, that's why they put you less in here. So, rice with a bit of chicken. I'm gonna try and cut up the chicken, you know what I mean, savour it. I've only got 3 pieces. Right, so chicken, rice, a little bit of greens because, you know, health. Let's try. So I started chewing it, and I was like, this is fine. Then I started chewing and chewing and chewing. Then you get smacked in the face with the barbecue flavour that seasons on the chicken, which is really, really nice. And then after that, you get the corn, and you start getting the flavours from the rice. It's really nice. It's almost kind of like a Mexican-style rice type vibe. That's like the palette that I'm getting from it, which is really nice. Then the crunch from the greens. Thankfully, it doesn't really taste like green, if that makes sense. It just tastes like crunch. So that's good. Sweet corn fritter, I'm very scared to try. It's not my kind of thing. I'm a wimp with things like these, but I will try it for YouTube. Oh, I'm dropping it on the floor. Not on the floor, on the island. You know what I mean. Let's pick it back up again. And if you haven't already, hit the sub button because I'm scared and I already ate cheese and onion potato fritter. No, I can confirm I do not like that. It isn't as bad as a cheese and onion stotty, but what is? What is? But the problem is the texture is quite dry, and then comes through like the sweet corn, which I don't mind, because I actually don't mind sweet corn. But then after that, it's just a bit like, it tastes a little bit oniony, but I was just like in there from there. The flavours just aren't that great, it's just very dry. Yeah, so I don't like, obviously, the sweet, what's it called, sweet corn fritters or whatever they're called. I don't like them at all. But the barbecue chicken, the rice and the greens are actually really tasty and got some great flavour, and it's a really good way of getting like a balanced meal in if you like it out and about. Getting 3 pieces of chicken for all that rice and all that salad is absolutely wild, considering the chicken is tiny. So yeah, that needs to be bumped up a little bit more if you want to get the high scores here, like. But for the flavour, minus the sweet corn fritter, I would give that a solid 7 out of 10. The flavour's really nice, like the flavour's really good. Potentially a 7.5 actually, I'm going to say. Because I would choose this over that sandwich. Because it's just like a full, like it feels like a meal. And the flavours are better. But you get more flavours consistently. So, we've saved the dessert till last. We've been good. We've had our mains first. So, jam donuts. I'm not a massive jam donut girl, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna put it out there now. Don't hate me. I mean, you can if you want, it's up to you. I've never been massively into jam donuts because they always normally use it like a strawberry jam. I'm more of like a raspberry jam kind of girl. And also, I don't like the texture that it makes the donut on the inside. It goes all soggy, and I'm very much of a texture eater. If something's soggy, I can't eat it. It makes us feel like I'm gonna throw up everywhere. We're gonna try it. I'm going to cut it open though, so we can actually try and get like the middle part, because the outside is just going to be all dough. It feels a little bit wet. Let me show you. I don't know why it's wet. It's a good amount of jam. Let me show you that. So they've not actually been stingy on the jam. Let's give it a bite. Let's try. That has actually shocked me. I think they might use raspberry jam. That actually tastes okay. Leave it in the bite. Yeah, that's actually really shocked me because usually I'm not a massive fan on jam donuts, but I think this actually might be raspberry jam. But I've broken the seal. So will it tell me? Oh, it does here. Donut filled with apple and raspberry jam. That's why I like it, because I just feel like strawberry jam just doesn't taste nice. It's very watery. There's not much fruit to it. Raspberry jam, there's more flavor to it. It feels less like artificial sugar and more just like nice. Yeah, that's pretty decent to be fair. And actually, even though the donut is a little bit wet on the outside, which I'm still unsure why that's done that, yeah, the dough's pretty soft. It doesn't feel dry. I mean, it's not the best donut you've ever had in the world, because obviously there's sugar on the outside. You can't really taste the sugar on the outside because it is wet. It's just like a wet outside, which is a bit strange. But in general, this has exceeded my expectations when I thought it was going to be absolutely terrible. So we'll take the wins, we will. I'm going to say 6.5 out of 10. The jam's really tasty, a very generous filling of jam. The white sugar on the outside is a little grim, but if we just move that aside and just take it as it is, that isn't bad at all. As I've mentioned before, Too Good To Go bags lately have literally been a nightmare to get. I'm so pleased I managed to get one. I did try to get a Starbucks one as well, or a Costa one, because they are near the Greggs that I was going to, so I was trying to pick one up today as I went. I am going to keep my eyes peeled for them, and if I do see them, obviously I will try and get them, but I'm just pleased that I've managed to get a Too Good To Go bag. I've got the Greggs, a nice variety of things. We've got one of the Too Good To Go bags ticked off the list. But when I see some more, I will fill some and I'll just chuck them out here and there. So, this is the end of the video. You guys know the drill by now. Hit the sub, hit the like, give it a comment, boost it into the algorithm. Quickly, actually, before we finish, if you've already clicked off, it's fine. But you wouldn't know because you're not here, Catherine. Anyways, so apologies if the energy levels in the previous video, because I feel like I'm going to put this out Sunday. So then Wednesdays would be the KFC one. So apologies if the energy seemed a little bit low there. Obviously I was feeling very sore in the throat, still a bit now, but like I was a lot worse then. Feeling very congested. Also that day, I didn't mention it in the video at the time because I was stressed about it, but I'm like not so stressed now. My dog was a little bit poorly that day as well. So he had a really, really bad belly. Sorry if it's TMI. But he had a really, really bad belly. He just really wasn't himself. He was laying, he was sleeping. He wasn't energetic. He wasn't bouncing about. Like I was really worried about him. And he just seemed really lethargic. And I was like, this isn't my dog. What's happened to my dog? Is he okay? I'm not entirely sure what it was, to be honest, because he had a really bad belly, slept loads, and then today he's been absolutely fine. He's back to himself, no bother. Must be some sort of 24-hour bug thing. I know obviously dogs can get bugs as well, but I was a little bit stressed because he's going to be 12 in June now, so that's obviously quite old for a dog. And yes, I'm stressed. I was stressed because he's my baby boy. I love him very, very much. Like I treat him like a son. I know some people might think that's weird, but that's what I do. And he means the world to me. So I was really stressed. So I might not be as energetic as I typically normally am in the video because obviously I wasn't feeling my best. They didn't deliver the stuff that I wanted, and my dog was poorly. So there's a lot of things going on at one time, but I still wanted to make sure that I reviewed the video for you guys. Yes, so quickly, just a little apology there if the energy levels weren't as much as they normally are, because normally I am very hyper where it's like, you okay? It's just who I am. I'm just a hyper person. But yeah, that day was just a lot. Anyways, Catherine, you're rambling now. End the video. So I'll see you guys in the next one. The next one will be McDonald's brand new menu, I would anticipate. I'm excited to try it because they are bringing out spicy mayo in a chicken burger. This is basically what I've been waiting for. I love spicy mayonnaise. It's the best sauce that there is. Come on, let's hope it's good. Probably it's not, and probably won't arrive. But we'll, you know, approach that as that comes. Take care, stay safe. See you guys in the next video. Bye.